Yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another episode with me, Luke, where we talk about all things crypto. So, in today's episode, please try to stay to the end because I'm going to reveal 3 altcoins that I will look into dollar cost averaging, especially over the next 6 to 8 months, and which I believe that have great potential over the next bull run that will happen in 2024 and going into 2025. So, before we do that, if you want to skip to the end and go to those altcoins, feel free. You can go and look at the chapters just below for the timestamps, time codes, just below in the description as well. So as you can see, I'm going to look at and talk about the feelings appearing as the market fluctuates. So this is basically based on human emotion that we all feel in crypto. It's the psychological aspect of a market cycle, and believe you me, I have been through every single one of these feelings. Okay, I got into crypto, so what I've done is on TradingView, I've just highlighted this in this purple rectangle. This just represents the graphic that I just showed you. So my crypto adventure started all the way back here around September, October. But I basically bought a load of crypto. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was trading crypto left, right, and center with different other cryptos, and I basically took this thing all the way to the top and all the way back down. So if we go back to our graphic, basically I started from hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, and then all the way down to anger and complete depression. I wasn't depressed. I mean, I used it as a springboard to the next bull run, and I learned a lot from my mistakes. So that's the reason why I want to bring this out, is don't go through, if you're new, don't do what I did, but if you've been in crypto as long as I have or even longer, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see, when we come all the way up here to euphoria, you know when it's euphoria when every single person around you is talking about crypto. I mean, when you hear your grandma start talking about crypto, your uncles, your aunts, then it's time to get out. Okay, it's if you start hearing your grandma, your great grandma, if she's still alive, you see it on adverts, the billboards, other whatever adverts you find, then it's time to get out and sell your positions. Take profits is the best thing. So how do we know when to take profits? Well, the thing is, nobody knows. So what is the point? What is the point of this? Why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because before this happens, you need to set a plan. This is exactly what I did for the second bull run, which started all the way after the Black Swan event. I think we all know what happened in March 2020 and all of 2020 going into 2021, and then we did see this huge parabolic run. Really, it was all because we came all the way down to around 3,500, and then we set new all-time high in Bitcoin, almost at 70,000 US dollars. And so from my previous experience with this, going through all these emotions, I used this as a lesson for myself, not to repeat the same mistakes. Now, I did repeat some of those mistakes, and I've learned more lessons through my second cycle, ready for this upcoming cycle. So what's the lesson for you guys and girls out there? Well, basically, for the next cycle, set yourself a plan, set yourself some targets. Even if you have to write them down in a book, write them down and stick to it. Don't deviate from it, just stick to that plan and take profits along the way. I mean, nobody got poor from taking profits when we see this parabolic rise. So when we start going into belief, thrill, set yourself some take profits in all the different altcoins. I mean, you do what you wish. Maybe you want to take profits from altcoins and move it into Ethereum, stable coins, or Bitcoin, or even fiat. I mean, it's completely up to you, but just have a plan, an action plan in place, so that when we do start heading back up in the bull run, you are take in gradual profits. I'm not saying sell everything, because it's always nice to keep maybe 10-20% just in case we go for an extended bull run. Then I mean, it's entirely up to you. So I thought this was interesting, just looking at the psychological aspect. So basically, where are we right now in this cycle? Well, in my opinion, we've gone past fear and sell. Why do I say that? Well, if we take it to our time right now, I think if you just look at this chart and then quickly look at this one, again, history rhymes, it doesn't repeat, but for me, this section here, the fear and sell, was all the way down here. There we go. Okay, so my opinion, we've reached the bottom of 15,000, or around, what is that, 15, 16,000. So I'll put a little marker there, and then this part, all this is most likely the depression part and the disbelief. So where are we right now? Well, we're coming out of the disbelief, and we are now heading into the hope part, and this usually happens around or just before the halvings. Okay, so my opinion, we're in the disbelief, just coming out into the hope, and then after the halving next April, I think it's April 20th or April 21st, I don't remember, you can check online, then we have that parabolic run up to the upside. So if you take the psychological aspect, you make a plan, maybe write it down, and then you'll be fine for the next cycle. So I just thought that was something interesting to highlight during this episode. So let's jump over into 3 altcoins that I will be dollar cost averaging into. So I'm going to be very brief with 2 of them, just 2 quick shout outs. It's Filecoin, which is the first one, and the other one has a similar graphic as well. I mean, Filecoin is, as you can see, is down quite considerably, and it's basically a decentralized storage system that aims to store humanity's most important information. And this project, when it was released, or when they did their initial coin offering, they raised about 200, just over 200 million back in 2017. We did quite, I mean, we flatlined for quite a while, especially in 2019, 2020, and then this thing just shot straight up to the moon, almost at $200, and now we're back at the same prices pre 2020, 2019. We're back at those same levels here. So it's something that I'm looking at. Again, Filecoin aims to store data in a decentralized way, and I mean, I don't know that much about them, you can do your own research on them, but just purely because of this last bull run that it had, it was quite epic. I mean, even if it goes back to its all-time high, then you're going to make a good percentage here if you dollar cost average into it. Again, if you don't like Filecoin, then stay away from it. If you do, then maybe look at the community, look at what they're doing, and you do what you want to do. But it seems like a legitimate cryptocurrency and company. But yeah, you do as you wish. So anyway, looking at VeChain again, you probably see similar patterns. I remember this thing. I mean, I sold too early again. I made some mistakes in the last bull run, but again, 2021, it's a carbon copy of this, really, of Filecoin. Similar in a way. We had that peak in 2021 going into was it 2020, 2021 going into 2022. But I like VeChain. VeChain is the #1 supply chain in the blockchain space. And again, similar to Filecoin, is down 90 odd %. And I believe that VeChain will go back to its all-time high. So that's a good percentage rise. That's what it's like a 10, 20, 10, 15x back up to its, oh no, it's more. It's, let me think, to 10, 25, yeah, 15, 15 to 20x we could do quite easily. So it's something I'm looking at, what I'm looking into. So we'll see. But yeah, Filecoin and VeChain is something that's on my radar. I'll probably dollar cost average into them starting next month, ready for the big bull run. So the one that I'm really looking at is Optimism. Why? Well, first of all, Optimism is a layer 2 blockchain on the Ethereum network. It's one of the biggest scaling solutions for ETH, with over 500 million in total value locked. And I just wrote down it's unique in 4 ways. It's simplicity, pragmatism, sustainability, and, like its name, optimism. The reason why I'm looking at this is purely because, as well, it's a new cryptocurrency. It hasn't had its full cycle yet. So this thing, it came out, I think, in 2022, May 2022, the native coin, I mean. And if we're looking at the all, and I mean, we're down 70%. It hasn't had its bull run just yet. And again, I'm looking at new cryptocurrencies that have just come out over the last 2 to 3 years that have just come out during the bear market and haven't had a chance to go through a bull market. So it has great potential. Basically, these coins that have just come out over the last year, 2 years, even 3, have great potential during the bull run, and I really think Optimism will be one of them. I mean, it has a max supply as well. It's around 1 billion in market cap, so you can find it on Binance and Coinbase. But purely because the reason why I'm going to dollar cost average into this, like I said, is it hasn't had its major bull run yet. With Bitcoin, when that pumps, altcoins follow, but this hasn't gone through a full cycle, and I believe this thing can fly quite high. So Optimism is another one. So we have Filecoin, VeChain, and Optimism that I will be keeping my eyes on, and most likely dollar cost averaging. So thanks, guys and girls, for watching. So tomorrow I will be uploading another video, especially looking at crypto gaming. So I'll bring that out probably tomorrow night, and then I will see you guys and girls on Monday.